Welcome everybody to Company 119's The Coffee Cup, where we like our marketing like we like our Italian food, authentic. And that's what we're going to talk about today, authentic marketing. We've got a very special guest. I'll introduce her in just a second, but my name is Ryan Dilkerson. I'm lead creative here at Company 119, and we're glad to have you. Joining me today is Chic Dickson.
Hi, everybody.
We're excited to have Chic here from C7 Branding.
Yes.
And if we could show the website, she's got a great website, c7branding.com. So when you go to research her today, this is the page that you're looking for. You know you're in the right place when you hit that page. Chic, thank you so much for joining us. I saw you, I think the first time I met you was at Lake Communicators breakfast. We talked for a minute there. Yes. And then the next time I saw you, you were winning Apex Awards.
Yes.
Which was awesome. Tell us a little bit about what you do with C7.
So C7 is kind of like a digital company where we provide social media management and marketing services as well as branding services. One of the biggest things that people come to us for as a small business is really trying to detail where they want to go with their marketing strategy, where to begin as far as whether to start with the website, whether to start with their logo, and kind of strategically designing a plan for them for their marketing efforts in a really cool and engaging way. Love it. Yeah, that's what we do.
When one of the big things that we talk about on Coffee Cup, it seems like no matter what, it always starts with knowing the personas of your customers.
Absolutely.
Do most of the people that come to you really understand who their audience is? Or do you have to kind of walk them? Yeah, you kind of have to walk them. Yeah. How do they know, before you can be authentic with what you're doing, you have to know who you're being authentic for.
Absolutely.
What are some tips for finding who your audience is? How do you help people go through that process?
So one of the things that I ask them, and really kind of, I'm a social worker by trade.
Oh, okay.
So I went to school for human services and went to Lakeland, go Lakeland.
Yeah.
Went there for human services. And so one of my biggest strengths is really engaging with my clients in a way where they can visualize things and visualize their company from a consumer standpoint. Yeah. And so I really take them through a visualization process of, okay, help me understand, what does he or she, is it a gender? You know, that's your target. Okay, it's a guy. What does he like? How would he even find you?
Sure.
Like, what types of things would he be looking for to find out who you are and what your company represents? What kind of books does he read? What kind of music does he listen to?
Sure.
What is going to stop his scroll if he's on his Instagram newsfeed? What's going to stop it? You know, and really get them thinking about it, because they really haven't given a lot of thought, a lot of them, because maybe they're just an author and they're not a marketing strategist.
Right.
You know, what if they're, you know, they sell t-shirts, you know, and they're not really thinking about it from that standpoint. So getting them to really visualize who their client is, what their client likes, what they listen to.
And how they interact with what you're putting together, too. Like, what do they do once they get there?
Yep.
What do they do find you?
Exactly.
I love that you take that approach. I think that's how we work as well. We want to find out everything we can about who you're, you know, it's just like any other battle in life. The more you know about the person that you're trying to win over, the better you have an opportunity to win that victory in the market.
Absolutely.
So one of the things that you profess, and this is a tenet of marketing that I think is very important, is the ability to connect with your customers beyond the product that you're putting out there. Because everybody has the same products. You know what I mean? There's not that much difference between products at this point in the market. So if we've got all these coffee cups and they're all the same and they're sitting on a table and they have to pick one to pick out, you have to have a reason for them to come to you.
Yes.
And that's where an authentic engagement comes into play. So how does that work with branding a product?
So one of the things that I know who my client is and what, you know, what my ideal client is, rather, and, you know, what attracts them and things like that. And what we do is we really build a friendship and a working relationship, not just so that I can provide them with a great service, but so that I can continue to provide them with great service. Because as you guys know, that kind of stuff changes. Your business is so fluid. So what you need today may not be what you need 6 months from now. And so, and as hopefully as your business grows and it scales, then your needs become different and our products and our offers become different, and we're able to provide different services. IGTV did not exist last year.
Right.
So, you know, with thinking about, you know, how we maintain our fluid relationships and we grow with them and we continue to invite them to events that they might be interested in or that might they might be able to see their target audience in. And so I keep in really good communication with them, try to make sure I'm touching base with them on a regular basis. And I have a very small team, and so we're not, all over the place.
Sure.
So we have the ability to really make some good connections with them.
That's great.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing to do for clients to help them connect with their customer base? What's something that you've done that you're like, man, this is a great strategy that I have? What's your favorite?
Okay, so brand imagery is so important.
Absolutely.
And I have a really cool friend of mine who's a photographer named Cameron Kahn. And she was at the Apex Awards ceremony. Sure. She won an award there too. But being able to offer my clients the best in photography is like huge.
Yes.
And
absolutely.
So when she and I collaborate on projects together, and she does the photo shoot for maybe a website that I'm designing for them, and then they see it for the first time, and they're like, "Oh my god!"
That's awesome. You got them. Then we're in.
Yes. So if they're not like almost in tears, then we haven't done our job.
Right. I love that concept.
We do. We love it though.
Because everything is visual, especially when you're talking about IG and you're getting into the social media stuff and the branding stuff. It has to look great.
Absolutely.
Do you have some of those clients that want you to do everything, but they say they'll supply the images and they bring it to you and it looks horrible?
Yeah.
Isn't that a horrible feeling?
Well, it is a horrible feeling, and it's and I get it, because they do have a different, eye than we do.
Right.
And so when they come with their camera phone selfie in the car, and I'm like, so you can't really use that on your homepage.
Right. Yeah.
It's just not going to work.
Not going to happen today. Not if I'm going to put my brand on it.
Not at all.
Exactly. Yeah. So if you had to kind of surmise what it means to keep it authentic in branding, if people only can take away one thing about being authentic, what's your best piece of advice you can give for a person who's looking to connect on a more authentic level with their customer base? What's the one piece of advice you tell them to adhere to?
Definitely know who you are. Be comfortable in your own skin. Be comfortable with where you are and your abilities and your skill sets. Be confident in that, because one of the things that I think a lot of small businesses don't realize is that if they're insecure with themselves, it actually shows through their products and services, and they become timid in their marketing strategies and not, all hands on deck. So they'll put pictures of their product, but they'll never post a picture of themselves and the person behind it and who they are, if they're a mom or if they're a dad or a husband or wife or whatever they are. It's very difficult to sell to a customer without a face. Like if you're just trying to push your product, it's going to be super difficult to sell that product without showing who you are behind the scenes and showing that process behind the scenes. People love that kind of stuff. So things that are just so seemingly insignificant. If you are a chef, we want to see you cook. Yeah. If you are a catering company, we want to see how you lay the linens. We want to see how that kind of stuff, that whole process behind it. And it might seem insignificant to you, or you might not think that people care, but they care. They love it.
What about the person that is extremely shy? That person that doesn't like the spotlight. They're a great chef, but they were a chef because they didn't want to manage the restaurant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do? How do you get them out of that?
They get someone like you.
They
do a coffee cup series.
That's what you do. That's exactly why I'm here. That's exactly right. It doesn't necessarily have to be you, but if you're not good at it, find somebody to speak for you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's gonna be key. Is you gotta find someone, you gotta find a face, and not just
there you go.
Yes, you're the talent, but not just for that piece of it. But we both know that there's certain algorithms through social media that show preferential treatment to photos with faces, as opposed to a photo of a candle or a photo of a product. If they see a face, Instagram's going to let your people see it more.
Love that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Well, Chic, I'm so glad you came to talk to us. Give them the website again and social media if you want them to check out.
Sure. So C7branding.com is where the company lies. If you ever need some social media coaching, sociallychic.net is me, and I provide one-on-one coaching as well. You can also find me on Instagram at socially_chic and on Facebook at socially chic. So
there it is. Everybody I talked to said she's gonna nail it on the coffee cup.
please.
I had no doubt. I'm so glad you came. We'll have you on again.
Thank you
so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And guess what? You guys learn more about keeping it authentic with your digital marketing strategy before you finish the first cup of coffee than your competition will all day. Thanks for joining us on the coffee cup. We'll see you tomorrow.